All right. Thank you, Sarah. Last and certainly not least, our best man, Mike.
It's on. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mike. I'm the best man. I'm also the best man here at Andrew and Judy's wedding. Can you believe these guys made us come all the way up to Canada for this thing? I mean, if you want free booze these days, you really make you work for it. How many Cassidys do we have here tonight? Raise your hands. So for those of you that don't know, the Cassidys are like the Kennedys of Swampscott. They're everywhere. I spent the latter half of my teenage years running from Tim and Rich through the woods at Tedesco, only to see my brother marry their niece. Who knew? I was actually reading a study in the New England Journal of Medicine last week, and it said there's a Cassidy child born every 29 seconds in the town of Swampscott. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Judy looks incredible tonight, right? Right? Absolutely gorgeous. As most of you know, Judy has been the driving factor when it came to planning this wedding, and it is perfect. I mean, everyone take a look behind you. Awesome, right? So, all your hard work's paid off. This is an incredible celebration, and I have to say that I'm honored to be a part of the only 5 minutes that you didn't get to plan. Thank you. Andrew and I met in the early 80s. So I know he's been looking forward to this day for a long, long time. Thank you for being my groom today. Appreciate it. Now, in all seriousness, I'd like to take this opportunity to pay tribute to a man who personifies intelligence, ambition, tact, generosity, integrity. But it's Andrew's wedding, so it's only fair that I talk about him too. Andrew's had a lot of nicknames over the years. Andy, Duty, Little Duty, Drew, Drufus, Frenchie, Shep, which I just heard about, Shep Stewart. I don't know where that one came from. Moody Duty. It's a good one. Drew Steele. You guys seen Zoolander? Who's seen Zoolander? Blue Steel. Have you seen the way this guy looks at himself in a mirror? Or stares at the camera for a picture? You'll know what I mean. Drudio. Drudio's a good one because his name is Drew and he lived in a studio in San Diego. That was one of my favorites. But my favorite is Andrew Judyvoir. That's a good one. Not sure if you guys know this, but Andrew loves cars. He especially loves his Audi. It's like an Audi Z1 million or something. I'm not a car guy. My 2-year-old son calls it Uncle Drew's race car. We still aren't sure if our son made that up on his own or if Drew whispered that in his ear one day. Anyways, apparently the thing can do anything. It drives itself, it parks itself, it fills up its own gas, locks its own keys in the car. Actually, no, Andrew does that. I heard the car even has its own cabin up here this week. Anyways, when I found out this car can talk like Kit from the show Knight Rider, I started to get a little concerned. I'm the only brother, so I've been a lock for the best man like my entire life, but who knows? Maybe I've been resting on my laurels. It wasn't until I found out that they don't allow cars in this reception hall that I knew his dream of that Audi being the best man was over. So in honor of that car, since it can't celebrate this occasion here tonight with us, I've decided to give Andrew another nickname in that car's honor. Audi Duty. It's good, right? Like howdy doody, Audi Duty. You guys get it. Anyways, my wife Jenna asked me last week if I had any memories from before Andrew was born. I paused for a few minutes and then said no. I've spent the last week racking my brain for memories in life prior to Andrew. I don't have any. Life as I know it has always involved Andrew. He is a part of me. We enjoyed a great childhood together. We had so much fun always playing games inside the house like wrestling, knee hockey, Jordan jammer, outside like stickball, football, soccer, tag, hide and go seek, wiffle ball. I wouldn't trade my childhood in for anything in the world. Andrew was always there for all my games growing up. I'll never forget, he drove down with my parents to Coast Guard Academy for my final soccer game my senior year at Trinity. We lost a heartbreaking game in the finals of the ECAC tournament, and I was devastated. It was Andrew, an 18-year-old high school senior, still maturing, that gave me a big hug outside the locker room and told me that he loved me. I'll never forget it. In our 20s, for over a year before I moved to San Diego, as I tried to save money, we lived in the same room in our basement, sleeping about 10 feet away from each other. I still can't believe we did that. But it worked, and we only got into a few fights. He started out as a little brother, aggravating the crap out of me by copying everything I did, someone that I probably tormented a little here and there, someone that always provided entertainment for me, someone who I always looked out for, someone who I knew looked up to me even when he didn't show it, someone that I watched mature and grow their own personality, someone that I shared secrets with and trusted with all my heart, eventually evolving into someone that I've called my best friend for many, many years. So whether it was Andrew's bad luck with another broken phone or rearview mirror, him always overdressing in 80-degree weather and sweating profusely, or his constant over-ordering of food, his propensity for finding spiders that are always 10 times smaller than he actually claims they are, or him frantically calling me to tell me that he knows there's a big storm coming because the birds are freaking outside of his house. Or him telling us he needs us to dog sit a puppy that he adopted the day before he goes on a 2-week vacation. I don't remember my life before Andrew was born. He was my best man at my wedding in 2008, and I'm proud to be his only brother and honored to be his best man here tonight. Jenna and I moved to San Diego in 2005. About 6+ months later, Andrew followed me and Jenna out to San Diego with his best friend John, today's officiant. Those were some of the best years of our lives. Being on the opposite side of the country from our families allowed us to all grow closer to each other. The three of us were a family out there. Every time our parents came out, or Jenna's parents and siblings came out, we tried to show them the best time and convince them to move out there. We wanted to be close to our families, but no matter what, we loved being close to Drew. Then Andrew met Judy in 2010. Then we met Judy a few months after that when she came out to visit. Judy made a great impression on us immediately. She was beautiful, fun, so laid back, so sweet, very respectful, just a really nice girl. They felt like the perfect match from the beginning. They had that right balance of two personalities evening each other out. Anyone that knows Andrew knows that he can get a little stressed out at times. And can be a little impulsive too. Judy had that calming, patient, reserved, more calculating, practical approach. It just seemed right. I kept asking Andrew over the next several months what was going on, how serious they were, was he in love. Meeting Jenna was the best thing that happened to me, and if Andrew was having the same experience, I was really excited for him. The whole time I was trying to gauge what his next move was going to be. Was Judy, quote unquote, the one? We knew eventually that in order for them to figure out their long-term plans, it would either be her moving out or Andrew moving home. Doing their long distance thing takes its toll, and something had to give. The writing was on the wall. Jenna and I talked for months and months, off and on, about what we would do if Andrew moved home to take his relationship with Judy to the next step. Although we fought it, we both knew deep down that if Andrew moved home, we would be moving home as well. We could not envision a life in San Diego without Andrew. When Andrew finally told us late in 2010 that he was moving home, the reality sank in. We were going to have to move home too. Eventually, when we had kids, we wanted them to grow up around their grandparents, their aunts and uncles, their cousins, just like we all did. I tell you this story because I want you to know how important Andrew is to me, to my wife, and to our son Jax, but I also want this story to highlight how important Judy is to our family and how critical a role she played in bringing our family back together on the East Coast. If Judy hadn't come into Andrew's life, and if Judy wasn't set on staying close to her family, if Andrew didn't decide to follow his heart and move home to see about a girl, our lives would be immeasurably different right now. I 100% believe that. Judy has been my future sister-in-law for as long as I can remember her being in our lives. I never once even thought that this day wouldn't happen. She has been our Auntie Judy for 3 years. I'm so happy for the two of you guys. I love you both. Thank you for following your hearts, loving each other the way you do, and being committed to spending the rest of your lives together. Let's raise our glasses to Andrew and Judy. Cheers.
All right, hands together for that awesome toast from our best man, Mike. And now it's time to sit back and relax. A member of the catering staff will be around to each table to release you for the food serving stations.